What's up, everybody? This is the 8 to 5 trader giving you guys my trades for the day. This was a very, very weak start to the, trading week or half trading week. We ended Friday on such a good note, but I came in Monday thinking that I had it all together, and then I couldn't hold my trades long enough to make the moves happen, and then I ended up missing out on a lot of good trades. So this won't have my levels that I had on my charts, but I guess I could have copied them over, but I'm not going to. But I try to show you guys the good and the bad. Like, I don't want to show you just the good of my trade. I want to show the bad as well. But today was just bad. I didn't trade really well, but we're gonna start out with ZM. So ZM, try to take it to the short side, waited for a close under VWAP, and then I moving average and it squeezed up and it came back down. I took a short 100 shares because I felt like the price action was kind of bouncy. At times it was going up and down. Yeah, see, even though this is the market close, it was going up and down about 30 cents. And sometimes the spread was closed to 8 cents, 10 cents. But a lot of times you would be up, but, the spread would, have you still down. So even though the spread would say the ass is at a certain amount or the bid is at a certain amount, you should be up 40, 50 bucks. But being that the spread won't catch up, I was still down 20 or 30 cents, even though my entry was matching with the ask. So I was down. No, well, I wasn't down. When I got the opportunity to cover, I went ahead and did. And then the price action made a nice move. I missed this move, but I still feel like that was a pretty good move. But MU was the one that I was really upset about. I went long on MU after the first 5 minutes looking for the push up. And I did get that push up, but the price action went up about 15 cents. Then it came back down to my break even. And I felt like this was going to happen, the next counter right here, but it didn't happen in this counter. But I ended up stopping out for like $4 near break even. And that's when the price action squeezed up. And I missed that move, and then it bounced off. Well, it hit this ceiling right here, 41.40. You see it hit it 3 times, and then the third time it finally sold off. And I missed this move. And then I came back later. It took a very, very late short, 400 shares under the 50, thinking we're going to get this push down to the 50, even though the price action did not close under the 50 on the 5-minute, nor did it close below the 20 on the 15. So this was a very naive and amateur mistake that I've made many times, and that I still have not been able to shake. And then being that I was so stuck on trying to make this a short, I went short again after it rejected the 20 and the 9-minute, thinking this was a short, and it was not. And I went short 400 shares again, and I stopped out at I took it at 76 and stopped out at 90, so I lost 14 cents on that. So that was about 54 bucks. So I lost on that. And then MU, I came back later after the price action did not close below the 20, and we held the 50. This move right here let me know to go long. I went long 700 shares, and the price action went up to the 20 and the 9, and then it came back down to my break even, and then I stopped out at break even, and that is when the price action squeezed. That was a little over $100 trade. And this one I was already down 250 some bucks, so I think this was actually my last trade. So yeah, I missed out on that move, and then MU made a nice sell-off down to the bottom, so missed out on that. We're gonna go to Roku. Roku was another one I missed. I'm very embarrassed that I traded this way though, but I went long on the ABCD pattern on the 5-minute. It went A, B, got in near, well, as it started to rise up on C, I went long 100 shares. Then near the top, I added another 100. So my average was about 93.52 or something along the lines of that. Price action went up and it struggled, and I was very afraid that it was going to make this move, but it held the 9. I stopped out near break even, and that is when I actually lost 20 bucks on this trade, and that's when it squeezed over a point, almost a point anyway. So yeah, this is definitely almost a $200 trade, maybe 180, 190 if I held it all the way. So I missed out on that trade as well, literally by maybe 2 minutes. Let me see what on the 1 minute. Yeah, about 2 minutes I missed it. Had I held it on the 1 minute, it was perfect setup, but I just did not hold that trade. So that is my naive move again. And then it made a nice move on the VWAP, perfect clean trade all the way down, even to low of day, actually previous day close eventually. So yeah, big move, but I just did not trade it right. Qualcomm, this was another naive move. I should not have taken this trade as late as I did, but I did anyway. Went short here, thinking it was gonna fall back down in the middle of this, even though this is super extended from the 5 minute, super extended from the 9 moving average and VWAP on the 5 minute, and from the 9 and the 20. See, when you get moving averages like this far away, you're gonna have some choppiness. They're gonna consolidate until they near them before they fall off again, and then it kind of got close before it finally decided to finally make that move. But it grinded near the 9 the whole day until it finally started making a trend. So I shouldn't have taken this trade. I should have waited until we got closer to the 9 moving average on the 5 minute. You see, I could have got in here, I could have got in here, or I could have got in here, and it would have been a lot better risk to reward. And I just did not take this. This just wasn't wise. And then I went heavy again, and I took 400 shares on that. Then I took 400 shares, 300 shares here again. Just foolish mistakes here, man. These are the stuff that I'm trying to shake, and this is the stuff that keeps me from being profitable. It's just stupid stuff, man. Like stupid stuff on Roku, stupid stuff on MU, stupid stuff on ZM, and then AMD. AMD actually traded pretty decently. It got a late entry on it, but my whole idea here was it started to reject. It rejected it went up, and then it started to make a clean move to the downside, and I went heavy 400 shares. Didn't get that move down. I stopped out. I think it was up $8, and then it started to squeeze. Then it finally made that move down that I was looking for. So it just didn't work out when I was in it. But I was looking at this as it was rejecting the 9 moving average and the 20 and the VWAP on the 15. It was going to go down to the 50. It just didn't do it when I was in it, and then it squeezed up, and then it finally made the move. So yeah, minus 260 after commissions. I think I'm minus 378. No, minus 354. So yeah, I stopped after I lost 2% of account value. As soon as I get back up to $5,000, I lose it again, just from just dumb stuff. Bad risk to reward, not holding it, bad risk to reward on trades that I should not be taking, and good risk to reward and not holding the trades that I should be holding. So I got to figure out a way to flip that. So that's what we got. Yeah, see y'all in the next one.